Hi guys, so welcome back. This is gonna be our second video on the channel, and today I want to talk about how you can love someone as a daughter, as a family member, but at the same time you can not like them as a person, and how you can disagree with how they live. I am gonna be finishing painting my nails while I do this, so if I am a little bit distracted, that is why. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I wanted to start this episode by letting you guys know that anything I say here isn't meant to be taken like as an insult. Nothing is meant to be taken as an insult or as me judging people in my own family or anyone that I have had this experience with. I just purely want to talk about how maybe you feel, or maybe someone in your family feels, and that's gonna come in with a lot of things surrounding political opinions, overall opinions, how someone lives their life, and how you live your life, because really we're all different people and we're not always gonna agree on everything, you know? And we have to separate that from, oh, I like you, or, oh, I don't like you. Because we as humans need to have some type of in-between. We can't just shut people off from our lives because they have different opinions from us. And that's like what I did for so long. And I just want to open up you guys to the idea, the fact that you don't have to agree 100% on everything with a person you love or someone who you're friends with, someone who's your family member. Like, I am a very, I would say, leftist person in a lot of people's opinions, but I am not gonna argue with someone if they don't agree with me, because even though you can have your opinion, you can have your say in things, you don't have to control other people's opinions. And most of the time they're not going to listen to you, because why? Someone who has their opinion formed and isn't open-minded is not looking for a change. If someone comes to you and asks you firsthand, like, hey, I'm questioning and I'm confused about a lot of things about this so-and-so issue, and you're like, okay, hey, that's super cool, here's my opinion on it, you give them your opinion. If they're like, oh, well, I don't agree with that, oh, that's so wrong, I think you're stupid, oh, that's like such a dumb thing to say, you can just be like, hey, cool, like, that's my opinion. So if you don't agree with me, then that's okay, like, you can have your own opinion. And usually things like that go wrong in family, and I can say that because it happens to me every day. Me and my mom, we have very different opinions on a lot of things, and we don't agree on many things. And I'll use an example of AI for AI. I personally don't like to use AI much, and I really try to stay away from it. Why? Because I don't like the impact that it's having on our world, and I think that we as humans should be capable of doing these things that AI is taking over by ourselves. Like, there's so many people nowadays who can't even write an essay. Like, you can't write an essay without a machine helping you. And to me, I think that it's so overvalued. AI is just so overvalued in today's world that we are constantly like forgetting about factors that are really, really, really necessary in our day-to-day life. Like the importance of writing and of a creative thought process is like so important. There's so many things in psychology right now that show us the negative impacts of AI. Does AI have positive impacts? Of course it does. Any tool to facilitate human lives will have positive impacts, but it will also bring negative ones. And that is when the point of opinion comes in. You can think that, oh, the positive impacts outweigh the negative impacts, so it's okay. But someone else might think, hey, the negative impacts are not worth the positive impacts. And I think like that. To me personally, the way that AI uses our water today and so many of our resources that could be going to so many other things in our world that, you know, are also very problematic, I think it's kind of useless. Like generative AI, what has it given us? AI pictures, deep fakes of people that are now actually helping scammers cheat people out of so much money. The loss of artists in many work fields like graphic designers. There have been so many graphic designers that have been laid off because they have been replaced by AI, generative AI. Why? Because it creates pictures. It creates the art for them. And it's like, I can't support that. Because as a very creative person and as someone who loves art and creates art daily, I cannot imagine saying that a machine can create better art than a human. Because art is emotion, art is a reflection of a person's soul. And an AI and a machine does not have that. It does not have a personality. As much as you may think it does, it doesn't. I'm sorry. But hey, that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with that, right? And that's how we need to work in today's world, today's society, because things are changing so much in our daily lives with all this new technology. And I understand why so many older people are so excited with this new tool in their everyday life. But for us who are younger and who are more accustomed to such technology, we can open our eyes and see, hey, we've gone too far. Hey, yeah, it's cool. Hey, yeah, it helps you make your grocery list. It helps you write your emails. It helps you correct your grammatical errors. But here's all of the stuff that it's impacting in our world, and here's what it helps you with. Again, opinions. And I can talk about this all day and for hours and hours and hours, and I can give you statistical facts, I can give you science, research, I can give you all of these factors. And if your mind is not open to listening to me, you're not going to change your opinion. And that's why I don't waste my time trying to convince my family members of this stuff. My mom uses AI a lot, and I have talked to her about this, and she still does. I don't blame her, because that's not going to help me. But at the same time, every time she talks to me about something that's AI, I'm like, that's cool, Mom. But unfortunately, I can't support it. And you could have done that much better without AI. Like today, she created a card, a Mother's Day card, and she told AI, hey, use this photo of me and my 2 kids to make a cute Mother's Day card to send to family. And she showed me it, and I was like, yeah, like, I guess I don't really like it. And she was like, why? And I said, well, because you could have drawn that. Could have drawn it, because my mom used to paint. She used to do, oh my god, my mom is an incredible artist, and she could have painted it, she could have drawn it, she could have made it a family activity, she could have said, hey guys, let's make this card together, let's do this, but she went to AI. And like, I'm not saying, and then that's where the main topic of this video comes in. It's like, how do we separate these different opinions to the relationship we have with people in our family, in our daily lives? Because me personally, I'm very against it, right? And I am open to hearing some things of how people say that it can be positive, but at the same time, I have my views, and I don't think they're gonna change a lot. They could if someone, shows me an argument, really well thought and well oralized, but that's my opinion. And then that's when I say, like, I love my mom. She is my mother. We all love our moms, even if she has done this, and that. You love your mom. She could have abandoned you, she could have abused you, she could have done horrible things, but you love your mom because she's your mom. She brought you into this world. And as much as I know many people say, oh, I don't love my mom because she did this, and this, you love your mom. You don't like her as a person. There's a difference between not liking your mom's actions, decisions, mom or dad, parent, anyone. There's a difference between not liking that person's opinions and the way she goes about her life, and loving her or him for being in your life. It's impossible to not love someone who takes care of you. Me and my mom, we have incredible difficulties. We have fought a lot throughout many years, and we're still working on that. But I love her. She is my mom. She's been with me through everything, and she always will be. And I love her for that, and I always will. But then during our misunderstandings and fights and arguments, at the same time that I love her so much for being there for me through all of these hard times, I also completely disagree with her take on maybe the way she educates me, the way that she educates my brother, the way that she goes about making decisions, many things I disagree with her on. And that's okay, because you're not gonna agree with everyone. You're not. That's simply it. And we can't just get rid of someone in our life because we disagree with them, right? And we have to learn to separate that. I've seen so many people break up, end friendships, cut off contact from parents because of political opinions. And to me, the worst part of that is cutting contact with a parent, because your parent has been there for you, Like, they brought you into this world, they took care of you. And cutting them off simply because of a political opinion, I think is too far. Because it doesn't outweigh all that they have done for you. There are many factors that make it okay to cut contact with a parent. And I will never blame someone for doing that for reasons like abuse, abandonment, anything that has caused you deep traumas in your life, and they don't want to accept, they don't want to take accountability, and they don't want and They don't want to take accountability. They don't want to apologize. And if that person is only bringing you like bad energy, cut contact. Because you can try and try and try and try to make things better with someone. And if they don't do the same back, you leave. You leave. Because the moment you show that person that you care that much and you want to fix things that bad and they don't do the same back, you leave. Because you have absolutely no reason and you have absolutely no accountability, and you don't have to. You don't have to take care of that person. You don't have to. They're gonna learn. And when they do learn, they will make their decision if they want to contact you again and try and fix things. But it'll be 10 times harder for them because now you have healed. You have realized how they were so wrong in that situation. And it'll be 10 times harder for them to apologize and to do all the things they could have done that a long time ago. Because now that you have healed, you know not to waste your time with him. And you will only accept this apology if they show they actually want it. Because there are people who will come back into your life and they'll be like, hey, I'm sorry, I miss you. And they'll do the same thing again. They will say, oh, I'm a different person. Oh, I have changed. You haven't changed. You just realized that you lost someone who was so caught up on trying to hold this relationship, this thing, this friendship, relationship, whatever it may be, together, that now you're alone. This person's alone. And you're happy and you're healed. You're like this. You're healed. And this person's alone. And now they want you back. Because they realized that the care you gave them was the only one they had. And this relationship will only come back to being friendship, will only be healthy if they have actually changed. If this person has taken their time, took their time to heal, to realize their errors, to take accountability for their things, then that can be a healthy relation. If this person just wants you back because they're all sad and alone and now they want their savior, caretaker back, this is not going to work because you're now closed off. And this person is like this. They want you back, but they want you to reach out and grab them. They want you, a healthy person, to come and grab them. Closed off, not okay. They want you to go in and pull them out of darkness. And what are you gaining from that? You're gaining absolutely nothing. Because now you're both back here. You're both stuck in darkness. And you're gonna have to go through that whole process again of letting go and coming back and being okay and being healed and protected. The cycle will repeat itself with these people. And this is exactly why I don't blame people for cutting contact, because I have done that. I have cut contact with my life, in my life with so many people. And you do feel bad about it because those people, you know that they're not okay, you know that they needed you and all this, but at some point we have to prioritize ourselves. And that is the hardest thing for many people, as it was for me. What I want you guys to take away from this is that you can have your strong opinion, whether it may be support this, don't support that, other way around. You can have your opinion, but don't let it end your relationship, friendship, your family over something like that. Because Family, love, friendship is so much more than just opinions. It is about being there for them. It's about supporting them and uplifting them, being there for them when they're not doing good. This is what it's about. It's about love, connection, supporting, being there, and being a good friend, mother, partner, whatever it is. Don't break off your friendships and relationships because of opinions that are different. Because in the end, you can love someone, love them with all your heart, and you can disagree with them on many things. Of course, there are levels to disagreements, and I can talk about that in the next video. But don't end something with someone that you love just because you guys disagree. Because love is much, much, much more important than opinion. Opinions change and people change, but love does not change. We all feel love at some point in our life, and we all will. And if you haven't yet, you will. Because love is natural, and love does not change. You feel love for everything. If your hobbies are love, you're expressing your love of the person you are. Love is so important for our daily lives, and we should not end them over opinions. Opinions grow, opinions change, opinions are always moving and changing. And the moment we cut someone off because of an opinion, you are diminishing yourself, and you are basically throwing away an opportunity to grow as a person. Because the more people we know with different opinions than us, the more we learn. It's cool to talk to someone who has different opinions than you. You grow, you learn, and maybe your opinion will change, maybe it won't. But the experience makes it worth it. And the best thing to have in life is a friend who challenges your intelligence. A friend or a partner who challenges your intelligence and who's always making you think a little bit extra. That's what you want in life. It's that person who's gonna stick by you, and you guys are gonna have the most amazing conversations. So in the end, here's what I'll say. Love each other. Love your mom, love your dad, love your friends, love your partner, love your girlfriend, your boyfriend, love everyone. And take opinions and worldviews as opportunity to learn. Take it as an opportunity to learn more about that person, more about maybe things you haven't studied as well as them. Take it as a learning opportunity. Because life is about experience, and the more people you know, the more people you talk to, the more experiences you will appreciate and learn about. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and leave a comment on what maybe we should talk about next, because I will always talk a lot. So give me recommendations, anything you guys want to hear me talk about, okay? Bye bye. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. And feel free to leave any questions or ask any advice you want, because I'm here and this is what my channel is gonna be for, okay? Beijos. That is kisses in Portuguese for all of you, my Brazilian friends.